Brandon Carey at the 2019 Mr. Olympia versus Big Ramy at the 2017 Mr. Olympia, when he placed second to a powerful Phil Heath and arguably brought what was thought to be one of his better versions. The front double biceps shows that they both have powerful biceps, but I like Brandon's biceps more. The problem with Ramy is that he never nailed his conditioning, and I think it's genetic. They both have wide chest and lats, but Brandon has the smaller waist, thus the more aesthetic V-taper. Ramy has the more massive quads, which look oversized. I do not agree with those who claim that Ramy has among the best quads in history, as this is far from being true. Ramy arguably has the most massive quads, but they still lack the definition and the separation others like Jay Cutler and Branch Warren had in their thighs in their prime. People just overlook the fact that Brandon in this pose might be having a nearly flawless upper physique with his massive biceps, wide lats, and narrow waist. You could go for Ramy, but I see Brandon winning this pose. They both hit a very impressive front lat spread, making use of their wide structure. Brandon looks more aesthetic with his smaller waist, but Ramy has the wider chest and lats, but not the better conditioning. Ramy has the better outer quads. Although I like Brandon more in this pose, I would accept Ramy winning it. They both hit an impressive side chest, but Ramy has the better chest overall in my opinion, especially the lower chest area. Ramy also has the better ripped thighs and glutes with visible striations. If we take a look at Ramy's pose against Phil that year, you can notice the size, the density, and the definition of his chest, which flows perfectly with his shoulders and arms. Although Phil shows insane level of conditioning, Ramy was still holding his own to some extent and would defeat Brandon in this pose. The back double biceps shows that they both have impressive biceps peak along with massive and ripped shoulders. Brandon has the more massive and striated traps which look a bit oversized. Ramy has the better ripped lower back and hamstrings. I like Brandon's lats more, but Ramy's lower section is on another level and could show better balance overall. The rear lat spread shows that they both have wide and dense lats, but Brandon shows better definition in his traps. Now the fact that Ramy has the better hamstrings and the more massive thighs could give him the win in the back poses. Ramy does not have the best calves out there, but they are still better than Brandon's. I like the way Brandon hits the side triceps. He looks aesthetic and pleasant to the eye and definitely hits the pose better than Ramy, who tends to lean forward. They both do not have the best triceps out there, but they both have massive and ripped chest, shoulders, and tight midsection, with Ramy showing more details in his thighs and glutes. I like Brandon's pose more, but it could go either way. Ramy has the better ripped and cut abs, but Brandon has the more symmetrical abs and the smaller waist. Brandon does not show the same definition and sharp conditioning Ramy shows in his midsection. Not to mention that Ramy has the more massive thighs, but not necessarily the better conditioned, yet would be enough to defeat Brandon in this pose. The most muscular shows that Ramy has the wider chest, but Brandon has the more rounded shoulders. I think Brandon has the better traps, but Ramy is bigger overall. By taking a look at this pose against Phil, you can see the size advantage in favor of Ramy, but he lacked the definition and the muscles maturity Phil showed that year. I like Brandon's pose more, but it could go either way depending on the eye of the beholder. Ramy could have placed among the top 3 this year if he competed and arguably brought the 2017 Mr. Olympia package, and maybe he could have won the title. The problem with Ramy's physique is his conditioning and the oversized quads, which in my opinion look disproportionate with his upper physique. Let me know what you think about this matchup, and don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. Thanks for watching and have a nice one.